Any Ubisol adhesive mortar or mortar for the base coat can be prepared in a concrete mixer, but most often it's mixed with an electric mixer in an appropriately sized plastic bucket. Start by pouring about 20% of water by volume of dry compound into the container for the preparation of the adhesive. Then pour the adhesive in powder form into the measured quantity of water. Stir well and leave for 5 to 10 minutes and allow the compound to rise. After that, again stir the mortar compound well, and only if necessary add a little water or adhesive powder. We recommend the use of a double plunger, which allows the circulation of the compound from bottom to top in order to minimize the introduction of air into the compound. Apply the adhesive compound unilaterally on the back sides of the boards using a stainless steel spatula in continuous lines along the margins of the plates and some additional spots in 4 to 6 different places in 2 or 3 lines in the middle. The amount of the adhesive applied should be such that the adhesive can be spread over at least 40% of the plate's surface once they're pressed onto the base. Possibly additional anchoring of the expanded polystyrene or extruded polystyrene insulation lining can be carried out 2 to 3 days after the fixing procedure, when the adhesive has completely set. When applying adhesive to a perfectly smooth surface, we can use notched stainless smoothing trowels to spread the mortar evenly over the entire surface, with the width and depth of the notches being from 8 to 10 mm. When using mineral wool strips, the adhesive compound should be applied unilaterally to the back sides of the strips with a notched stainless steel smoothing trowel, spreading it evenly over the entire surface. In the first phase, rub the compound on the entire surface of the strip. Mineral wool plates are fixed following a similar process to that used for EPS boards, except that before applying the adhesive to the rim and the center of the insulating board, spread a thin layer of adhesive and rub it into the base. In the fixing phase, the mineral wool boards should be additionally anchored with 2 or 3-part split plastic anchors. An advantage of applying the adhesive by using a machine is mainly the speed of work, as the compound does not need to be stirred manually. Transport of the materials can be conducted to higher floors as well. If the fixing process has been conducted correctly, with the adhesive applied in spots in the center part and on the borders of the plate, there will be fewer problems from the beginning of the fixing process. If adhesive is applied only to the borders of the board, the so-called vacuum effect can occur. As a result, after the board has been pressed onto the surface, it remains in the original position and does not slip. The adhesive should be applied on the borders of the board to prevent circulation of air behind the plate. By doing this, we prevent the possibility of reducing the thermal insulation properties of the boards. By applying adhesive to the middle of the board, any deformation is prevented from forming as a result of harsh temperature conditions, which are shown in the following animations. In the case that adhesive mortar has only been applied to the borders of the board, there is a great possibility that, because of the effect of temperature, surface deformation known as board blistering will occur. In the long run, this defect can lead to the insulation boards becoming detached from the facade. Another example of improper fixing is when the adhesive is only applied in spots to the insulating boards. In this case also, if there are extreme temperature changes, visible deformation of the surface of the facade is possible. In such a case, the contact system cannot be considered suitable because air circulation is possible between the insulating board and the wall that's being insulated.